Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nibiru channel. It is October 16th, 2016. Last night, I was a special guest on the Front Porch radio show on iHeartRadio. And ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to silence me. They do not want the truth to come out about Planet X. But I am delivering the truth. So stay tuned and listen to the broadcast. This will be a series of videos, so watch them all.
Okay, so basically,
because remember, this is just a very high burst of energy, solar energy.
Okay, and it's just depleting our magnetic field, and there's not really anything visually that we can spot just by seeing it. Now, CERN. Let me ask you about CERN. Is CERN trying to replicate this magnetic field in a certain area of the Earth because they know that eventually we are going to lose our force field that's around our Earth, and they are manufacturing a machine that will kind of create that same thing in an area of the Earth where just themselves can be protected from this?
Well, it is said from the information that I've gotten, it is said that CERN can create a magnetosphere around the Earth better than what nature can do.
Okay.
Now, there is the very high possibility that they are doing damage to the magnetosphere. They could be causing the collapses. But see, that's the problem. We don't know that because they only tell us what we want to know. So if, in fact, they were damaging the magnetosphere and causing these collapses by turning that puppy up, they would never tell us that. They would never say, oh my, we're sorry, everybody on Earth. We were monkeying around with this collider, and we kind of collapsed the magnetosphere for 2 hours, 2 times in a day. Mm-hmm. But again, this load of energy did not come from the Earth. It came from behind the Earth. So that's why I kind of discounted the CERN issue.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. The plasma that you were speaking of, now, the only plasma that I'm aware of, now, I'm all new to this. I have had messages come in today, knowing that you're going to be on the program, you know, for you just to kind of dissect all this in layman's terms where we can understand it, because I'm new to this and I'm learning as I go. But as far as I know about plasma, the only thing I've been around are like plasma cutters that cut metal with frequency. It's a frequency that will actually cut through steel. And so I'm assuming this plasma that you're talking about is just like that. It's like a frequency, a discharge of some sort of electrical energy, right?
That's correct. It'd be electromagnetical energy.
Okay. Now, is this plasma that's coming into our solar system, is it going to be letting out its energy on the Earth, say a discharge like a lightning bolt? Could that possibly happen?
I don't know about a lightning bolt. Now, I have heard some theories about this electrical charge possibly coming from Nibiru. I haven't seen it with my own eyes. I don't think anyone has seen anything like that. Now, I do know that this will have the ability to create very intense auroras, definitely in the northern hemispheres of the Earth, but they will be seen in a larger area, not just in your, very northern tier of Alaska and things of that nature. There would be quite a lot of people that would see these auroras, and that would be your visualization.
Okay, so now, last 2 weeks, over in the Netherlands and over in Alaska, we have been seeing massive auroras, some of which we've really never seen in that quantity. There's pictures floating around the internet, friends, if you want to go check those auroras out. So we are now beginning to see those auroras. Now, is this some sort of signal as to, hey, people, you better wake up because there's more to come?
That's definitely a possibility. I did not hear about the additional sightings of those auroras. I've been so busy over the last 2 weeks. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep again. Same thing when I talked to you the last time. My sleep patterns have not gotten any better. But I'm going to have to check up on that. But that might be a very, very high possibility.
Now, what exactly, now that we are seeing these waves of energy coming in, and you're kind of using ideas of what could be bringing this energy in. We know that there's going to be a massive shockwave that's going to hit in December. And I believe it's December 26th. Now, do you know anything about that shockwave as to what it could be?
I was just, right before I got on the show with you, I had some information come through. It's sitting on my desk. I'm going to have to read up on it. But I have heard that about the December 26th shockwave, the day after Christmas. And I did hear a little bit about this back in the summertime. I think I might even touch base on it with you on the last show. But a gentleman by the name of Ed Dames worked for the military for many, many years as a how could I put this?
Now, is that the same Ed Danes that's been on Coast to Coast AM?
Yes.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Okay. Ed just basically retired after his last seminar at the end of July, just out of nowhere. That was it. Last show, he announced his retirement, and he has since disappeared.
Has he gone in a bunker like all the elites are going into bunkers?
He did mention that. He did an interview with Marshall Masters, and they referred to it as a debriefing. And he has known Marshall for many, many years. I guess this debriefing was, like an interview. And Ed had stated that that he saw into this future with Planet X, Nibiru, the Nemesis solar system, and he said, it was an ugly scene. It scared him, and he did also state that this wasn't a cataclysmic event where all of mankind will be wiped out. But he did say that these instances that will occur will test your faith severely. There will be a pole shift, and he was very vague about a lot of it in Marshall's interview, and he did drop some dates and some information, but he also mentioned the latter part of December. That would be the time frame that we would start to see and feel the presence of this system getting closer.
Well, I want to get kind of biblical with you because, again, we talked about this on the last show. We know what's coming is eventually going to come because Isaiah said in Isaiah 24 that God's going to turn the world or turn the earth upside down and shake out all the inhabitants of the earth. And so you're talking about a pole shift. Explain to us, and I'm getting messages in. I've got a few listeners, and we'll get to it in just a second, but I kind of get them up to speed on exactly what the Nemesis solar system is and this Planet X you're talking about. But before we get to that, what exactly is this pole shift? Is the earth actually going to turn upside down?
Well, when I mean a pole shift, I guess I should have been more clear. I'm talking about a crustal displacement, meaning the Earth's crust will start to shift, and also the planet itself will start to tilt. And that will be because of the interaction between the North and South Pole of Nibiru and our North and South Pole.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just finished listening to part 3 of my live interview on the Front Porch Radio Show on iHeartRadio. Stay tuned for part 4. I'd like to thank all of our Nibiru watchers. You guys do a fantastic job. Would also like to thank you for your loyal subscribership. You can continue to email your photographs and your video to NibiruPlanetX2016@gmail.com. And don't forget to share our videos with your friends and family members on Facebook. And subscribe to the Nibiru channel for all of our current updates. And like I always say, keep an eye in the sky. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Nibiru channel. It is October 16th, 2016. Last night, I was a special guest on the Front Porch Radio Show on iHeartRadio. And ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to silence me. They do not want the truth to come out about Planet X, but I am delivering the truth. So stay tuned and listen to the broadcast. This will be a series of videos, so watch them all.
Okay, so basically,
because remember, this is just a very high burst of energy, solar energy.
Okay. And it's just depleting our magnetic field, and there's not really anything visually that we can spot just by seeing it. Now, CERN. Let me ask you about CERN. Is CERN trying to replicate this magnetic field in a certain area of the Earth because they know that eventually we are going to lose our force field that's around our Earth, and they are manufacturing a machine that will kind of create that same thing in an area of the Earth where just themselves can be protected from this?
Well, it is said from the information that I've gotten,